this is Priyam from Team MissMalini, and today I'm hanging out with the super sexy John, the super gorgeous Sonakshi, and Tahir Bhasin. I have to say something about you. I was very upset after Mardani because why have I come back having all these inappropriate thoughts about the villain? Like, this is not cool.
I love honesty.
This is not cool.
I love that introduction. I'm sorry, it wasn't intended, but we were talking about it yesterday. It's what came out of it.
Yeah, so and now like you guys are like raw agents now and you're just like kicking butt.
He's a police officer and he's just a bad guy.
Always. So you're never going to be like a good guy now?
Never say never. I believe in that. But right now I'm the bad guy and I'm enjoying it.
Okay, so first two, the trailer has been received very well. It's got like 20 million views on YouTube. That's amazing. Okay, you've not checked? No.
No, we don't spend all day looking at our trailer.
I feel like we have different jobs. Okay, so like, like now when you put it in context, like today, with like we're facing like really not very good circumstances. So now it feels such a contextual movie, almost as if you made it for the times. Like, was that conscious at all?
But that's the thing. When we started making the movie, circumstances were very, very different. 1.5 years back, the movie was conceptualized. We started shooting a year back. And even though it was conceptualized way longer than that, way before that, but we started shooting a year back. We're done now. It's releasing now in unfortunate circumstances which you can relate to with the movie. And honestly, for people like you and me who are very, very comfortable in our homes and don't see the situation as it is, the movie will tell you about the lives of spies, of raw agents, of police officers, and what they kind of go through and what you and I don't even hear about. The spies who do the same work that freedom fighters do for our country. They work for our country, but they don't get the recognition. They don't get, their names don't come out. We don't ever hear about them. So that is one of the topics that the movie touches upon as well.
But it wasn't conscious at all. Like, it's time
Well, it
to
was
release
meant to be told.
like,
No, it's time to release Karna was definitely not a conscious decision. We would have released earlier if not for John's injury, for which the shoot got delayed. But that's what I said. It's so coincidental that it's releasing at this time. Huh?
Someone would have to be like a real genius to figure out a year and a half before what the
Yeah.
political situation is going to be
Exactly.
like. Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So you spoke about John's injury, and I have to bring up that video that you have put up. That just, please, Sonakshi, like back me up here. It's gross.
He's thrilled. I kept telling him that's disgusting. How can you like show people the clots falling out of your knee? That's just.
And you're watching 3 minutes of it. We've seen it live,
Yeah,
like when
we've
it was
seen
happening
live, and
over
he
there.
was
So,
like, I think more than the injury, he was concerned about people should watch this video. And while he was in Budapest, his knee is like in a cast, and he's like, "Come, I'll show you a video."
So like your blood and sweat has gone in
And
literally.
what you've seen is like what, 30 seconds?
Shut up.
We've seen like some 7 minutes of
7 minutes of live,
pure
like
grossness.
volcanic eruptions.
Yeah.
happening.
Why? Like, please explain yourself, John.
You said you enjoyed the video just before this interview, and you said you won't red lipstick in. For the, you just said I just want red lipstick. I wish those were the clots of your blood.
Color of clots.
I was having such a good day until like literally this moment.
Even when you're asking questions, you're only checking out his knee. Like that's what.
That's
what.
I
Yeah.
can't. But what?
Yeah.
What was the purpose of putting this video?
No, I just think it was a very it was a voyeuristic video because we weren't allowed to shoot in the government hospital. So since we got it shot and since I preserved it for 1 year, I said, listen, it needs to see the light of day. That's the only reason.
No, but honestly, like everybody thinks it's a cakewalk and it's all glamorous and pretty and everything looks great, but very rarely people know what goes on behind the scenes. We're shooting the action, it all looks really good on screen, but the kind of pain. When you say blood, sweat and tears, that is exactly what goes into it, yeah.
And what we were talking about yesterday was that even though we were a part of the process, when we saw the trailer for the first time on the screen, we were awestruck at the scale at which it's been mounted. And I was being sarcastic earlier. I do watch my trailer at least 7 times in a day. So yeah. So
1 million views are his.
yeah, 1 million are mine. And every time I watch it, I get equally excited about the scale of the trailer.
Okay, that's awesome. So you and I were talking earlier that how usually we see so many action flicks that come in Bollywood, lots of them, all of them done really well. But here, like you said, that it's driven by a story. There's no action just for the sake of action. So was that a huge drawing point towards the film, I'd assume?
For sure, for me it was, because there needs to be an emotional, a dramatic reason for that action happening, and it isn't only the story. I think every character has a reason for being in that scene, for driving that action, and it's what attracted me to the script.
Yeah, I think, yeah, definitely. I think the entire story on the whole was very, very interesting. It's gripping, like you will want to know what happens next. And for me, what really got me was my character. To portray such a strong woman on screen, she's a raw agent, she's an alpha in herself, she doesn't take crap from anyone, she knows what she's doing, she's working in a man's world and, you know, doing her job better than probably even they can. So I think for me, that was a really big incentive to portray such a character on screen. Yeah.
And from the action stars,
No, I think the story was the driving factor, which is why I think we all did it.
Yeah.
And let me just be very honest, when I read Tahir's character, I felt that's the character I wanted to do. So it's
And he told me this, which was a really big deal. It was very comforting for me to know that. He said, had it not been the sequel, he would have been interested in doing something.
And also, Sonakshi's character. I mean, if I was a woman, I'd really want to make that change and do something like that, because Sonakshi's character is driving this film. So, you know, because she is driving this film. So, and ACB Yashvardhan, I come from the first part, so the only advantage I have is being a part of the first part, and I've come into this. So I'm probably furniture in this film. But the guys...
So modest.
No, so I'm saying the guys who really add value are both of them here, because, and I say this even when they're not around, they've been beyond fantastic and assets on this film. It's been lovely, the experience.
So I actually wanted to ask you about your, thank you, about your character, because now you're just like kicking butt. Like it started with Akira, it's only continued here, and you're looking fitter than ever. Like, what is it? Like you've just like changed every inch of your being. Like, what is this?
No, I actually just I made a resolution where I wanted to play characters that really, really push me in certain ways. And yeah, and I'm doing exactly that, and I think the rest of it just comes with that one small change. I feel like earlier I used to do like two, three films at a time. I used to not get time for myself at all. Now I've made that conscious decision where I'm doing one thing at one time, and so I have that much more time to work on myself as well, right? So I guess it's just a change in lifestyle, and that really, really helps.
So I feel like also like as a woman, I guess I'd like to tell you that
And working with John Abraham. He's like a monitor. He's a class monitor. He will monitor everything that you eat. He will make, his eyes will become big if you're eating something wrong. He'll walk past you if you're eating something and say, it's poison, it's poison. And he'll just walk off and you're just like, huh? Let me just enjoy my food, man.
Stay with me for 1 week, you lose that smile.
Yeah. I feel like the video already did a little bit.
Entire year making this film with this human being who has like taken the joy out of eating from us. He is very proud of it. Yeah, he's very proud of it. But honestly, I'm very thankful for it. So yeah.
I'm smiling.
Now-
Because I still think of Tahir having one drop of water.
I have the rare privilege of doing a body shot with John in the room. Can you imagine what that's like for a new guy? Yeah, it's exactly game over. Yeah, so, and one of the things I was doing was cutting down on water because you look more defined, and John was just laughing at me. So, yeah.
It's like he was looking around and saying, "Pani milega."
I am so happy.
This is what to be intimidating, yeah? What is this behavior? Just come and like bully everyone. You can't eat this, you can't drink
Yeah,
water.
this is why you must keep your clothes on. My heroes expose more than me, in case you haven't noticed. All my heroes show more cleavage than I do in all my films.
Yeah, I don't think at MissMalini they
I
like
don't
that.
find it at all.
Absolutely. So, but now, you know, like with Noor coming up and you've done this, a raw agent, it's obviously a defining role with Akira. So in all of these, you're finally like, you know, like you're doing films and you're like, oh my God, Sonakshi, like this is what you should be doing all the time. Like, was that something that you decided one day, or like do you do this? Is this your bit as an actress?
No, like suddenly like these really, really nice roles started coming in, and I was like, you know what, let's just go for it. I'm ready for it. I've done the masala singing and dancing, which I also really, really enjoy.
Really good at.
and I really enjoy. And I did that for like 5 years, and I was like, come on, let's try something new and different, and that's exactly what I did.
I like that Fall Sadi song. That is Sadi Ke Baad. That's really good.
It's so different how perception is so different from reality, because I remember before I'd met Sonakshi, I had Dabang and Rowdy Rathore in mind, and I expected like this girl in a ghagra choli to walk up. But she comes in like ripped jeans and a white ganji and a leather jacket saying, hey, what's up? Like, I was like, wow, this Sonakshi, what's up with you? And a year ago, people would ask me, Sonakshi Sinha, do you think she'll be able to do it? And now everyone asks me, what was it like doing action with Sonakshi? So it really changes in one day.
Like doing action with Sonakshi?
Intimidating, because I don't know if you've seen that kick in the trailer where it goes all the way till the shoulder, and especially And after I saw Akira, it was even more so. So it's great. Actually, it's very comforting as an actor who's doing action for the first time to be working with two people who are very comfortable with the genre. It helps.
Okay, so I want to ask you, as an action hero that you've been now for a while, so you know how there are two type of action heroes, like one are about like Jackie Chan is an action hero also, they're doing whatever they do, and then there's the other one which is more about the swag and the attitude, just like smoldering.
One is with the attitude.
So which one?
I think the attitude, obviously, because I think you may have, with due respect, I love Jackie Chan or Jet Li and all these kung fu guys, but the guys that actually save the world are the guys with the attitude. Bruce Willis says, go ahead, make my day, or Arnold Schwarzenegger says, I'll be back. Or, or Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, says, this is Rio, So I think it's the attitude that actually makes the action star. And I've always said this, even to Tahir, when we were shooting, it's not about the body, it's the attitude and the eyes that makes you the action star. Because be it Bruce Willis or Stallone or Schwarzenegger or Vin Diesel or Dwayne Johnson, none of them can really they can't jump around. Yeah. It's just that they have such amazing attitude that they can save the world.
And they sell it.
It's fantastic. So that's what your action star is about. Those are the mega action stars. The others will be good, jump around in a room, fight, 2-3 moves. That's great. Nothing wrong with that. That's a different kind of action. Mm-hmm. These are the real stars.
So are we now officially, like you are also now villain, I don't know if he's becoming romantic or not, you're now action hero. Are you guys ever doing like love stories anymore? Are we over love stories entirely?
John is dying to do a love story.
Yeah,
You should.
Yeah.
I want to do a love story, crush my heroine.
That's a different kind of a movie altogether.
The movie will be called The Crush.
The Crush.
Yeah.
But why not?
I think being a conventional romantic hero, and this is my personal take on it with Sonakshi, and I don't agree on this. She's saying you must do it.
Yeah.
I think it's very boring. Very, very boring and mushy. It's not my space. I can do action, or I can come down to a 50 Shades of Grey. That's my space.
Okay then.
But,
this is a nice revelation.
Romance with an edge makes a difference.
But like not like romance full out mush or not.
But that's
How?
the thing. You need to like step out of your comfort zone and like do something. Like
Okay,
I did
become
action,
a girl
right?
and I just...
No, I did action right after like doing romantic movies for so long and all. And I did action. And I really enjoyed
Jokes
it.
apart,
How do you know you won't enjoy
I
it?
would love to do a romantic film, but my space again in romance would be more in the space of The Intern meets something. I love
That's
that
not bad.
space.
Yeah.
That's beautiful and
Just not straightforward.
not straightforward. As long as it's not straightforward, it's fun because
Unconventional.
unconventional.
I like that one.
Yeah.
What about you?
I really don't like being boxed into any category. It's my second film, and as an actor,
That you don't. Budapest, you are not boxed up. You are romantic. In the night, you were the romantic hero.
these are not things we talk about at
So you have
MissMalini.
some stories here.
No, there are
We
no
don't know
stories.
the stories,
I
but
used
we
to do
used
acting
But
workshops.
we used to.
But we used to see
used
the
to see.
starting of the story, the ending we never got to hear about.
This is amazing.
There were secret acting workshops that I used to
Secret
have in
acting
another hotel, and that's why. No, but on a more serious note,
That's what we're calling it.
yeah,
Secret
act-
I've had some secret
secret acting workshops. Yeah, were they good? Were they good? We should talk later. Yeah, but no, I don't want to be boxed into any category. I think a second film, you're still very fresh, and I would want to do all kinds of genres.
Okay, before I start playing a really fun game with you guys, I have to ask you where you were after Mardani. Why have we not seen you?
I was shooting a film called Force 2. You should check it out.
I mean, but seriously, why were you not around?
He was
I was, you know, I really, this is going to sound like a textbook answer, but I believe that to make good films, it takes a little bit of time. We were shooting this for a whole year. And a couple of months after Mardani is when I had the first conversation about Force 2. It's just that it took us a year. And honestly, I was asking myself this question a month ago, but when I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, the wait was worth it because it's about making an impact. And your second film is probably more important than your first.
And looking forward to it, absolutely. So I'm going to be asking you a couple of questions. So, you know, because you guys have worked together, and now I just need to know who's most likely to do these situations that I throw at you. Okay? So most likely to never be able to cross a mirror without looking at themselves.
Most likely never to look at a mirror.
Yeah, no, like you cross the mirror and you will definitely look at yourself.
Really?
100%.
I have a feeling all these are going to be directed at me. I'm the easy
This
target.
one is for you, for sure.
Most likely to give a one-take shot.
Sonakshi.
Unanimous, we love that.
Yeah.
Okay, most likely to be on their phone in between shots.
Sonakshi.
That's because she's social media queen. She has a thing like to handle. She's not like you boys.
No, but even while the shot is going on,
No,
action.
never.
She's Snapchatting the take. Yeah.
Just before the action, she's on the phone and one take. Action. One take. Okay. And back out again like this.
Well, as long as the job gets done.
Okay, most likely to forget their lines.
I forget sometimes.
I
Also forget sometimes.
So sweet you guys are, yeah. Like everyone's
wants to be
like,
like-
yeah, that person. Okay, most likely to take like the longest. Most likely to take the longest time to get ready before a shot.
None of us. I can guarantee you the first person who gets ready on the set is Sonakshi. Then second is me.
What? Sunita shoot you from behind camera. Yeah.
Who's the first person? You are?
I can tell you
No,
there was
honestly, we all get ready.
Yeah, we are on time.
There was a lot of, and I think John set that tempo from the very start. 9 a.m. means ready with makeup at 9 a.m. And you have to follow suit after that.
Very nice. And this, which I also would like to say on camera, this is after very long an interview started on time. You know, like I was just like, no, 11, where are you? And I'm like, oh, this has never happened before. But, you know, okay, most likely to eat other people's food on set. But you're not allowed to eat, hello?
But I
But
still
she
do
hides
it.
and she-
I hide, yeah. I have to hide. There's literally times where I've gone undercover, looked where John is, he's not around, gone, worn a hoodie, stood in one corner like this, literally.
But that
gone,
also in the
eaten-
cold.
eaten-
Hoodie and you can only see head moving like this. And one pizza.
And pizza. And I'm trying to put the pizza in my hand. I see one hand come from here like that, one big hand, and take my pizza away. I'm like,
Full cheese going like this.
No, seriously, you hide and eat a pizza. So Sonakshi Sinha hides and eat pizzas because she's scared of John.
because he will make me feel like I've committed the biggest crime in the world by having that one slice of pizza.
First of all, I feel that it's sacrilege that, at least in my books, when you're sitting and talking to me, generally, you can't sit and pick up a chocolate and eat it straight in my face, in my head.
I have never met this human being before in my life, so I don't know how he is. So I picked up one Snickers and I ate it. And since then I'm called Snickers, and since then I get these horrible looks every time I eat something.
Why? Why would you do this? You're supposed to be like someone like women across age groups and like fitness levels love. Don't be this person.
I'd like to get those women, spank them and get them into shape.
I feel like
Spank
we're
them
getting, like 50 shades of
thing,
There'll be a big line now outside. As soon as you leave this studio,
There'll be like a
there'll be
spanking
women-
line.
There'll be
There'll be-
women waiting.
Lines outside banks and lines outside your
Yeah.
house. That's the moment. That's what it'll be.
bangs and lines for spanks.
Yeah.
So it's a
Banks and spanks.
popular-
Next film.
It should be disciplined, yeah.
Okay. And final question: most likely to have 100 rupee notes on them right now.
I never have money, so.
Even I don't use cash.
I'm guessing I'll have 10 rupees and 50 for sure.
Wow, just another Bollywood bubble being burst. Like no one's rich in this industry.
Use plastic money, dude. What do you mean? Yeah.
Okay, before we end this, one final reason why we should absolutely watch Force 2.
Because I think in today's times, it's a very, very relevant film to watch, and you'll be well informed. It's commercial, it's entertaining, but it has a very, very strong message to tell you, to show out there, and I think everybody will enjoy it more than anything.
Yeah, I think by coincidence, like we've all been saying, it's become an important film for India. And on a very serious note, I think it's important that everyone goes and watches this film so they understand what's happening, in this country, what's happening with our agents, what's happening with our spies. And we've packaged that in a very commercial manner. And we want our audience to see an under 2-hour, relentless, fun film that they can enjoy. And I hope that they won't have the time to lift their phones and even text during this film, because it doesn't give you a chance to breathe. And that's the fun part about this.
Yeah, with all due respect to the message and the nationalist wave that's going on, it is a fun film, and I think the audience is just going to be surprised at the dark humor and sarcasm that's going on in it.
That we love, we always love. And it's got these 3 amazing looking people on it. Like, why would you not watch it?
I'm not counted in the amazing looking.
But
That's
the
awesome.
peacock, like, let's see.
It's okay,
Longest
average.
introduction
Yeah.
from
No,
her.
she's saying 3 because my name is 3.
Oh, right, yeah.
This makes lots of sense. Thank you everyone for watching. Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Sonakshi Sinha, and this is
John Abraham.
Tahir Bhasin.
and you're watching us on MissMalini.com.
Awesome.